Alright, it's been a long wait. Multiple months. I have no idea what I was doing to make it this delayed, but we're finally here. The level 4 Raider tier list, co-starred by my main man Afraid over here.
Hola. Finally, I got him to do it.
It's
Yes.
funny, I got a Discord alert the nanosecond you said that.
Yep. I had to
Alright.
nag him to do it.
Exactly. Alright, so starting off strong, we got the original, the classic, Bonafide Hood Classic, Perfect Cell. The better one.
What's the difference?
Well, the better one has more health, first of all. And he evolves faster.
That's 1% slower. Fancy.
Yeah. after they buffed Cell Junior's level 3, like now they're almost interchangeable. Now the only real difference is the original has more health and moves faster. He's still better. He's still better. But anyway, on to the Raider himself. Level 4 Cell, everything I said about level 2 pretty much applies here. I mean, he even has the exact same Ki Blast. The only difference is now he has an extra active skill, and, you know, being level 4, you're realistically not going to get meleeed, but that applies to all of these guys, so we're not even going to consider that an argument. This is just level 4 as a level 4, nothing else.
The difference between Perfect Cell and Junior is that one active is different than the other. The original has an energy barrier which, if timed well, can work like good boost. Angry, what's it called again?
Angry Explosion.
Yeah, Angry Explosion, and can whip the D change out of anyone who gets caught in it. So the other one is seven disposable Bob style minions, which get recalled back after like 30 or so seconds. So yeah. Also, since Romani asked this, I'm gonna have to pick a quote of his. Let me see. Now just one last question. Are you disappointed? There you go.
Yes, I am. Alright, so since they're almost identical in almost every single way, we might as well group them at the same time. We'll probably have to do that again immediately after this, but yeah, so Cell and Cell Juniors, like, overall, Ki Blasts they're kind of a mixed bag. In a firefight, they're kind of shit, but in a solo sense, they're obnoxious beyond comprehension.
They're also good for tunneling, so because the movement speed penalty doesn't affect them much if at all. So in a 1v1 situation, good luck escaping him.
Yeah, that is true. He doesn't slow down nearly as much as the rest do. But overall, like, Perfect Cell, the original, he's got... Actually, I don't think he has the most health out of a non-giant anymore, does he? I think that honor belongs to Broly now, doesn't it?
I have no clue, to be honest. I lost count. After all the changes they've done over the past 2 seasons.
Well, before Z Broly, he had the most health, and now I think Z Broly now has the most health, at least when it comes to level 4s. Non-giant, of course, but otherwise these two are interchangeable. Only difference is the Cell Junior has a much better third active at the cost of speed and health, so honestly, I'd say they're kind of on par with each other. I think if we're going to put one in one tier, they kind of belong right next to each other.
They do belong next to each other. There's next to no difference, aside from one active and maybe a little stat difference, a little bit.
I personally prefer the original just because he's a bit tankier, but that's just me, so... I think neither of them are particularly spectacular, so I think they're both kind of just in the average C tier.
Yeah, C or B, depending on who's playing him. So yeah, C tier.
Yeah, that's fair.
C tier's fine.
Alright, next is another double, since again, they're almost identical. Frieza and Golden Frieza.
What's the difference?
One active skill, that's it. Nothing else.
Exactly. Well, one evolves faster, even though regular Frieza already evolved fast enough thanks to the buff they gave him a long time ago, so thanks, Dims.
Thanks, Dims.
Because he definitely needed it. It's not like he already evolved fast enough, because if he finds out they're making without Dragonball, he gets a huge boost, but you know, whatever.
It's because he was the first rework and people were complaining and being like, what the hell? Like, we have to pay money for this? This is ass.
Well, the thing is, before the rework was even announced or even thought of, he had a buff for his regular evolution, but way back.
He
I
did.
remember it was season 6. Yeah, he did. Yeah, way back. So
Like season 6 or so.
6 or so or 7, somewhere around there. I remember seeing the video out King in Dark Future, where in the difference was definitely like you could not tell the difference between regular Larvasaur and regular Frieza. If Frieza ran into a non-DB Namekian, so yeah, it wouldn't need like non-DB Namekian and a regular civilian, or
He basically was just a better cell.
Yeah, it was if RNG was on his side. Yeah.
All right.
For every stage.
Now, I don't know if we should or shouldn't count this for the level 4 tier list, and I think this is something we should like do for the collective Raiders as a whole tier list later. But like, it is important to know that Frieza does evolve basically faster than anybody else if he gets lucky. But I don't know if we should count that for this, since it's more just like, what does the level 4 do? Like, I didn't count it for anybody except level 1s because that's kind of a selling point for level 1s. Everyone else, I was just like, okay, just them individually, so I guess we'll apply that here as well.
We shouldn't apply it because the thing is, every rider can evolve really fast if RNG is on their side, so it really doesn't matter much. Like, it's a thing for some raiders, but not all of them. Like, Vegeta won't evolve fast. Nappa won't evolve fast if you find more civilians, even if the thing is leveled up, so. And
yeah.
Stop finding civilians Nappa, so. And Nappa evolves faster by fighting instead of finish off civilian, even though he gets a little bit a boost if Saibaman survives, so. Also, before we continue, I need to do the mandatory for money thing, let me see. Wait, I've seen this one somewhere before. Yes, I'm certain.
Alright, well, as for the Raiders themselves, like, regular Frieza first. His Ki Blasts are, again, a bit of a mixed bag, because, like, sometimes they're ass and just don't hit the broadside of a barn, and other times they graze someone, they die instantly. He's got probably the strongest, like, most insanely quick recharging super attacks in the entire game. He's got literally the worst super attack in the entire game for level 4s. And he's got the exact same toolkit as level 2 and 3 otherwise. Not too much else to say there.
Also about his Ki Blast, sometimes when he's fighting someone and you're like within the lockdown range, one of his discs will just out of nowhere just go and attack you instead of the one he's fighting. So be careful with that. We'll just curve and go to you instead of the other guy.
I think that's if you're like screwing around with your camera, like if you're rapidly moving back and forth, because like that never has happened when I'm playing some. It's happened to me, but it's never happened as me. Yeah,
I've never had it happen as when I play Frieza, but I had it happen when I'm fighting Frieza, and I'm just hiding in a corner. Just, is he awake? Can I finally work on this TM?
All right, and then Golden Frieza again, like. Same fundamentals, but different Ki Blasts and a different kit. He has probably the fastest dash in the entire game. He's got literally the most useless active skill in the entire game, that being the Death Barrage. Like, it does... I think it does even less damage than Z-Broly's. I'm gonna be honest. And, like, Z-Broly's wasn't spectacular, but at least it had a decent hitbox. This one, yeah, it curves towards you, but literally just move to the left and it still won't hit you.
Yeah, the thing about his Ki Blast, he can also sometimes go through walls and structures, so be careful with that. Not only that, it's the same like design, but buggier because of that. Then Stage 3, Rose and Corrupt Zamasu, so yeah.
Yeah, so I think just because he has more consistent and stronger Ki Blast as well as an actually good dash, I think Golden Frieza should be either... I think he should be either... Whoa! Okay, my whole website just crashed. God damn it. Alright, I'm gonna have to edit that part out. I don't know what the fuck just happened. Okay, I didn't lose any progress. I'm in the same place. That was bizarre. Anyway, as I was saying before that decided to take a shit, I think Golden... Actually, is he worth being an entire tier above him? I don't think so. I think he should just be ahead of him in the same tier.
They should be in the same. All the reworks should be in the same tier because they're roughly the same, just slightly different.
Except for me.
There's very. Buuhan's a whole other kind of one we can talk about when we get to him.
Yeah.
Why Wyrm? Hey, Buuhan's your senpai, isn't he? Your favorite?
He is my favorite. I love Buuhan. Anyway, so I'm thinking B tier because Frieza's basically just a better cell.
It is, yeah, if RNG just kicks him.
After all the buffs and them just giving him Cell's gimmicks, he's just a better
Yeah.
cell.
Yep.
Oh no, they scrambled the... I had a little thing here at the bottom that showed all the pictures, and they scrambled them. I mean, it's not gonna be too hard to find the level 4s, but, like, still. Alright, one more rework, but we'll talk about them individually since they're different enough. So first up is Kid Buu. Good old Kid Buu. I'm gonna be realistic, out of all the level 4s, this is probably the one that I play the second least often. Not because I don't play Buu or anything, no, but it's just because usually I don't get to that point.
Yeah? There you go, money.
Yeah.
That's all the audio he has.
Yeah, it's just autistic screaming. I'm allowed to say that because I actually do have autism.
Same here. We're autistic buddies.
Exactly. So, Kid Buu has probably the most bafflingly bad Ki Blasts for level 4. Like, when I first played Kid Buu, I was genuinely shocked at how bad his Ki Blasts were. It's just two insanely slow big balls, and that's it.
Oh yeah. In a ganging situation, it's not gonna save you, but in a 1v1 situation, it might save you thanks to the dodge nerf. So,
yeah. So, like, his Ki Blasts are ass, but he has the exact same toolkit as Super Buu, and Super Buu's toolkit is pretty bonkers, all things considered. 2 break strikes, one of which is a mobility tool, the other can combo into stuff. Key detection, which is just like the most broken crutch of all time. Like,
also his angry shout at base level is 25 seconds instead of 40 what was it?
It is
45 of
yeah.
Buuhan, so yeah. And that's level 0, so imagine if we do level up. His Recoome is 15 seconds, so...
Yeah, he's got an insanely fast stun, an insanely fast break strike, a second break strike that's also relatively quick, that also acts as a mobility tool. He's got Vanishing Ball, which, unlike Buuhan, who throws it immediately, you have to press the button again for him, which, if you play Buuhan a lot and then go to Kid Buu, that is going to screw with your brain, but aside from that, it's not that big of a deal. Other than that, it's almost identical, so, like, you know, solid damage, solid AoE. He's got Assault Rain, which is an okay super. Like, it's a million times better than Cell's or Frieza's. Like, it's not Z or Super Broly level of good because of its insanely long startup and quite a bit of end lag, but aside from that, it's alright.
A bit of advice for those who try to take cover: don't take cover at literally the floor below the ceiling, because the AoE is gonna hit you 9 times every single time. Take cover at the bottom or middle floor of a building. That you'll be a lot safer. It won't guarantee your safety if it hits like somewhere like to the left or the right, but you'll be mostly safe. Or be at the very bottom. Just make sure that you're not going to take cover at the last second because at the end lag is gonna fucking get you killed. So
yeah.
Also, I think about Goku Black, people don't know, if there are 2 survivors, or let's say you're the survivor in the killer's next, the raider's next to the assistant, if you hit one, it'll go gun both of them if they're close enough. So yeah, so that's a neat trick that you can do.
Yeah, it's pretty bullshit. Otherwise, like, that's pretty much it with Kid Buu. Like, if it wasn't for his dog shit Ki Blasts, I would say that he's objectively like one of the best level 4s. But those Ki Blasts are so comedically awful. And, like, I'm the type of guy who's always said, hey, Ki Blasts are important on survivors, but it's not, like, the be-all, end-all. But when it comes to raiders, I'm a lot more like, you're gonna spend at least 90% of combat spamming those, so it is a lot more important.
Yes. unless you're skillful enough to just not need them, and just melee the survivors and bait melee them and stuff, then for most players, that a Ki Blast is a make or break for any raider, so yeah. But I'd say like C or D, to be honest.
Yeah, so is he better than Golden Frieza? Someone's lurking on Discord again. But I'll get to them after this. Would you say he's better than Golden Frieza? Because in my opinion, if we're only looking at level 4s and not how you get them, I would say yes.
No, because you can get really screwed over by not fighting civilians or not getting survivors, so... At least that Kid Buu in all his stages, not Kid Buu, Frieza in all his stages, he has a fighting chance with Zarbon and Dodoria at every single stage. Kid Buu and Super Buu and Good Buu really well, not Super Buu so much, more like Good Buu and Spopovich are reliant on you knowing how to play him, because if you're stuck in Spopovich, good luck winning, because if you don't know how to play him well. And Good Buu saying, if you're lucky enough to get to Super Buu, assuming you don't get Zip Rush, the Rover escaping you non-stop, then yeah, but Frieza overall is just brain that easy. Even if you don't get level 4, you'll be fine. So he's below them, like C or B or C or D.
I mean, that's very respectable, but like for this list specifically, we're not considering what does it take to get to them. It's just how they are themselves.
Yeah.
So that's not too important here. Like if we're just objectively looking on like them how they are, I'd say I don't know, because like the double break strike thing, the double break strike argument definitely has grown on me after using him a lot. However, I'm still like, I don't think double break strike justifies having Ki Blast that awful.
Yeah. Unless you're skillful enough, it really doesn't.
Like if we're pretending that this is like being piloted by a man who's like at least like average or above average in terms of skill, I'd say he's better than Cell. Top
He's
of
better than
Saibaman
Cell
would
and
be,
better
I'm
than
not too
Frieza.
sure.
Yeah. C or B, if you're going by the... But the thing is, most players are not that decent or good at all, so they're gonna lose 9 times out of 10 as Kid Buu. So unless they go... The thing is, the only reason Kid Buus win, aside from back in the day when there were like a lot of good Kid Buus back in the day, like Kid Buu mains before Buuhan was even, I think they were the Myers before the meta sheets got so bad that you could play Myers as any skilled player. So yeah.
That's true. That's true. So I guess from like that perspective, it would be a bit lower.
C or B, yeah.
I'll just for now, like we'll review everything and move things around later. So for now, I'm just gonna put him below Frieza and above Cell.
Yep.
All right. Next we have Monkey.
Which are many.
Like do we even really need to say anything? Like of course I still will anyway, but like do we even need
Which
to,
one? Which monkey? That's just like
Vegeta. We're doing this in order of release.
Oh, okay. Vegeta.
Yeah, like, I mean, to be fair, they're almost identical. Baby would be slightly better, but, like, otherwise, like...
Saiyans in the grade A form have powers 10 times greater than normal.
Yeah, so... I mean, I'll make the argument. I'm gonna be the only man to make this argument. Ignoring what it takes to get him, I actually think Vegeta Grade Ape is better than Baby Grade Ape, just because Vegeta does not take damage unless it's specifically directly at the tail, and if you're even a single pixel off, no damage is applied. There's been so many times where I clearly hit his tail and the game just says, no, fuck you, that was 1 inch too high.
Same here, that was 1 inch too high, or to the left, or to the right. Oh god. And the thing is, the tail is, his back is so big, yet it doesn't work after even when you like keep in melee range, it will not go for a melee, it will just go for a key blast. I'm like, are you serious, game? He's serious, I'm melee range, like, let me melee him, like he was 1 hit away from death, or 1 hit away from breaking his barrier. Nope. Team said no. Okay, thanks, Sams.
Yeah, and being a giant, that means multiple things. Number one, despite being, well, giant, now he's hugely resilient to damage. Number two, he has a very annoying AoE on his generic Ki Blast that while, yes, he does have to stop completely in place to use, that's completely irrelevant because it'll stun lock you if you're even remotely close. Like, even if you're at, like, 100 meters, it can stun lock you. Number three, like, 2 shots is enough to kill even, like, level 3s, and, like, 4 shots to kill level 4s. Like, Jesus. Like, me
casually dodging them as poor from kilometers away, just flying away left and right back in the day.
Yeah, like, I know this isn't too relevant anymore because for some weird reason nobody uses stuns anymore, but, like, he's also resistant to stuns and now only a very small handful work, and even then, the janky hitboxes for giants will just sometimes say, you know what, nah. Like, the only one that still consistently works on him is Solar Flare and Flashbang, and even then, I don't think they last as long. The
funny thing is, back in the day, Charming Pulse didn't work because it was buggy for him specifically. Right before Bob was a thing. So, it did work, I've seen it work, but you had to really angle so well. And then they fixed it, so Charming Pulse worked, but then they nerfed Charming Pulse, so like it became redundant. So
yeah, plus no one uses Charming Pose anymore because now it only lasts like 1 second.
Except for me, for research purposes, obviously.
Obviously, just for research. But yeah, overall, like, Vegeta, Grade Ape, like, 9 times out of 10 if he gets Grade Ape, it's just an auto win. Like, like, I've seen lots of level 4s lose. Vegeta, I've seen Vegeta die to the STM. Keep in mind, I've been playing since Season 5. I've seen Grade 8 Vegetas die to STM, like, maybe 3 or 4 times in my entire life. I've killed Grade 8 Vegeta maybe twice. Maybe. I'm not even sure if I remember the second one being me or not. And I think maybe I just saw it on YouTube or something. So, definitely once.
I've made a Vegeta just run away from STM because I found him one too many times in the tail. And he said, you know what? Have your STM, I'm AD, and I'm getting the F out of here.
I guess for some reason Raiders think the Time Machine defeat is less embarrassing than getting killed. I don't know what the mentality is.
It's just embarrassing than me blowing the wind up their tail, so you know.
Yeah,
1,000 times.
So I don't even think we need to discuss. He goes in Z tier.
Yeah.
I think all the Giants are going to go there, to be
all
honest.
Giant, yeah. All Giant, but Silmax should be on top of all of them because he's the one busted one all of them.
Alright, so next up, next season, we got Ginyu of the Ginyu Force. Now, we're going to assume that every member is alive. We're going to be fair and assume that he's in the best possible position. So, Guldo's alive, Recoome's alive, Jeice and Burter's alive. He's at absolute full power.
That body of yours is incredible. I think I'll take it for myself. Right, Wyrm?
Why is it every time he says that line, he sounds like he's on the verge of coming? Like, he says it like, that body of yours is incredible. I think I'll take it for myself.
You know the worst part is, each time I hear it, he immediately goes for body change me. Me, nobody else. And I barely escape, or he takes my body, that body of mine. I'm like, oh yeah, I'm like Juntron. I don't like where this is going. So you're danger, bad touch, no.
My favorite thing to do as Ginyu is to like knock someone out of their chain. All they can do is just simply run straight forward, and I just stop, and I'm just like, that's speed! I dare say they're even faster than I am!
Yeah.
Anyway, jokes aside, alright, so Ginyu, full power Ginyu, everything's going well Ginyu. Even if Guldo lives, his health is still less than the standard.
Yep.
It's not drastically less, but it's still noticeably less.
Also, against squishy raiders in general, stunts are so useful because even he has like all the Ginyu force, they will not stop you from super him to death and stun him to death, or vanish kick him into a super, or vanish kick him into a stun into a super. So you know.
I've killed a Ginyu with Vegeta glimpse before.
Oh, and yeah, Vegeta Glove. I've killed Nappa with Vegeta Glove. Embarrassing thing to die to. Heck, I've died as Frieza stage 3 with 2 Vegeta Glove because I didn't see it coming. I was like, are you all down? You down? You done with AD? And then some guy just walked up to me and like, what are you doing? And he Vegeta Glove. I'm like, dang.
And it's like, well played.
Well played, yeah. Hope so.
Right,
well played. I did so.
So he's got Scouter, which is a really good, reasonable search tool. He's got a Break Strike, which is okay. It can't combo anything, and it recharges at a okay pace at 30-ish seconds. He's got Power Level Boost, which is honestly a really good buff if you max it out. Like, he goes in... Ginyu with Jeice and Burter alive, and you activate Power Level Boost, he flies at Mach 12. Yeah.
It at 20 it reduces from 30 seconds to 28, and it gets a plus 10 to active strength boost. So yeah.
Yeah, like he gets a huge speed buff. Like that's the most fun thing about playing as Ginyu, that you can fly so fast. Seriously, why is Ginyu so fucking fast, but other raiders who should be canonically quicker just aren't?
Not only does the power level boost increases his damage dealt to an 8 for a short time, so speed and damage gets buffed for a brief moment. So yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, he's got an okay dash. Strong Jersey is an okay dash. You go, it's fast and it does relatively below average damage. And the recovery speed isn't bad.
If done well, you can just catch survival off guard. I've been caught off guard many times. I think he's gonna do like power level boost, and no, he's doing the dash. I'm like, oh okay.
Yeah.
So you can debate them with power level boost, or and then into strong Jersey or something like that.
Definitely. So Like, Milky Can with Jeice and Burter alive is absolutely broken. Like, I swear to God, Burter is my personal fucking yandere. Like, it doesn't matter if Jeice is throwing him out or Ginyu's doing with Milky Can. Burter always just teleports onto me, even through walls, every fucking time.
Yeah, Burter is designed to hit the survivor. It's teleport to a survivor that is locked on to, and whoever's nearby gets hit by his hurricane. Another thing is, it's 10 seconds Milky Cannon. So even with the buff, good luck winning against him when he has 10-second cooldown.
It's 10. I thought it was 15. Jesus.
Nope, I'm in the game right now as we're doing it. It's 10 seconds. So,
Holy ball! Oh my gosh, that's broken. That's gotta be like the strongest thing of this entire raider, honestly. Body change is a one-shot and it's just a guaranteed kill. And it gives you a way funnier end screen, though ironically, I think it might actually make your super attacks slightly worse.
It does. It swaps Milky Cannon for full power energy wave, which is a longer animation. Is it? It's probably longer animation, but the thing is, without Jeice and Burter is complete garbage. So. You know.
Oh yeah, without Jeice and Burter, it's useless. Like don't buy a change of Jeice and Burter God unless you want to flex.
The only reason you should use is body change if the level 4 is out and you're struggling to get him. So you want to get him out of there, and if you already have Jeice and Burter, or you know the other teams are incompetent without him, then you can just. And another thing about body change is it reduces the survivor's D-change to level 0. So you know you have to get the D-change back.
That's never gonna matter because like Ginyu will always finish him off immediately. Like that will never come up ever. But it is a cool thing to know. Also, they're level 3.
Really warm. Really warm. Remember Aisha? Remember Aisha in that video? Why didn't you finish her up then, Mr. Oh, everybody does it.
Okay, listen, mate. Listen up, mate. Like, 1 in a billion is not even worth consideration, okay? Like, it's something that's never gonna come up. Like, yes,
according to Reddit, that 1% is actually multiplied to 99%, so you know.
Yeah, well, Reddit's full of morons who don't know what they're talking about, so...
Korean, Majin Koreans, I love me some Koreans, Ginyu Koreans anyways.
Yeah, so overall with Ginyu, like, body change is like the intimidation factor. Like, I think the strongest thing about body change is the intimidation factor, because even me, a guy who's very confident at dodging it, and even if I'm running like something that can just instant get out of it, like instant rise or whatever, even then I'm super fucking hesitant to go anywhere near the guy, because I'm always afraid I'm just gonna get one-shotted.
Another thing is the hitback is so buff, they can hit you from the left. It can even hit you after you try to vanish kick him. I'm like, oh, okay.
Yeah,
nice.
Don't try to vanish kick him if he's doing it. He'll just spontaneously snap behind you.
Yeah.
But, alright, so overall, full power Ginyu, where would you say he is? Because I'm kind of struggling myself. I
say B or C, to be honest.
Yeah,
B or C, what somewhere.
I think if he's at full power and everybody's alive, I would say he's better than Cell. I don't know if he's... Oh yeah, Ki Blast. Forgot to mention Ki Blast. His Ki Blasts are a bit unusual.
Volley. They're a volley.
They're gigantic, and they're this gigantic shotgun-like blast.
A volley that, to be honest, it's the same as a volley. It just doesn't knock you back. There is a small window, like in the like on the top right, where you can like fly and just dodge them all, because they always hit like everyone on the left and down of the screen, but not the top right for some reason. So you can just fly upwards like to the right, and you'll dodge it 9 times out of 10. So yeah.
That is very weird. So like I think if he's at full power, he's probably better than Cell and Cell Juniors. But like, is he better than Kid Buu?
Say, not really, to be honest. I say like C or maybe C or D, to be honest.
I'm thinking at the moment. We can review it later. I think at the moment he's the gatekeeper of C. If you want to get to B, you gotta be Ginyu.
Yeah.
Alright, my original main, the one I started this game with, technically. Super Broly.
The one where and what's the meta so I can get better at the game while using meta? Meanwhile, afraid trying everything out and see what works regardless of meta. This is why he's not me, guys. This is why he's not me. He could never compare to me, because he always, the first question is what's meta. Then complains what meta is.
What was meta? Nothing, dude. Nothing except Goku Black was meta in Season 5. Like, you were playing Goku Black or you were losing.
Yeah.
I just looked up what's a good raider to... What's the best raider for beginner? And everyone said, oh, just Super Broly because he's brain dead. Just press buttons and you win. Or just press buttons and you'll have a good time. And I was like, oh, okay, I'll trust that.
You have to bum rush to actually get him to be good against anybody. So unless you're like skillful like me, then maybe. But yeah.
Okay, full power Super Saiyan Broly over here. I think he's kind of underrated, especially in the modern meta, because like he has Gigantic Charge, which is better for combat than mobility, but it's still a decent mobility tool. Gigantic Power, which is one of the more unique break strikes, because while it does act like a standard break strike and it doesn't deal any damage, it does, however, give you an absolutely behemoth-sized buff. It makes your Ki Blasts just genuinely unfair, increases your damage immensely, and increases your speed. He's got a second break strike, which again doesn't deal damage, take note, Z Broly, but gives him a big-ass shield that acts pretty much the same. And then he's got Aura Trap, which I'm going to be honest, the only time I ever use Aura Trap is when I'm trying to find someone who's hiding.
Yeah, too bad, imagine.
Yeah,
pull the Zubat back to you. Come here, you little rat. I'm the bug sap. Come here, you little rat.
He's got pretty much the exact same super attack as level 3, which is not great, I'm gonna say. Like, it does good damage and it has a long range, but strangely, it doesn't really have an AoE on it, unlike literally every other raider in the game except Recoome.
Yeah. So level 3 has Blaster Meteor, which stage 4 C Broly has, and unlike C Broly's one, this one does not one shot you. It just drops so many on you. If you get even hit once, then you're basically dead. But yeah, it does knock you out D-change, so be careful. So
yeah, with full power Broly here, Gigantic Roar is honestly, out of all of these super attacks in the game, you know, those ones that say, oh, the Raider's preparing a super powerful attack. Like, of all the supers in the game, Gigantic Roar is easily the best one because it comes out so fast.
Yeah.
I have killed so many Gogetas
has a big hitbox, has a big hitbox, comes out so fast, and if you time it as they're about to melee you, they will be knocked back for a brief moment that you can, it gives you enough time to just... So it gives you enough time to just down them. So,
it's happened to me before as Gogeta. It's happened to me where a guy like just did that as I went for melee. I was locked in the knockback animation and it killed me instantly. I was so mad.
I was so salty as well when it happened to me. The funny thing is, had he not killed me with that, he would have lost. Because I was the only one that was competent in the low rank lobby. So you know.
Alright, so this is important to note since this is part of his level 4 shtick. He does have to deal with a super transfer, and if we're being honest, Gogeta is probably one of the best super transfers in the entire game. So he's a bit more skill dependent than people think.
Yeah, also, wahaha! Or something like that. It's the sound that Broly does.
My favorite noise to make with Super Broly is
wah wah. Just say wah wah. I'm like, oh, you fail, or you fumble, or I caught your guard. Wah wah wah.
Alright, so where would you personally put Super Broly? Because I think he's better than everyone we've talked about so far except Ape Vegeta.
I say A tier to be honest. He's not C tier, but he's definitely A tier.
Hey, I think he's leagues above Golden Frieza, so yeah.
Yeah, because he's not as hard to make him not to, but also not as easy. But so brain dead. Like you start at level 2, and then go. It's like everybody starts level 3. You start level 2. Like every other race started level 1. He's the only one that starts at level 2. So you know.
You can make
and
the
get to level 4.
You can make the argument that Cell and Cell Jr. start at level 2. You can make that argument.
Yeah. If civilian spawn don't screw you over, I've been stuck at level 1 for like the entire bar of time because the civilian did not spawn anywhere near me in 2 whole areas. So I had to go to let's use Highland River. I had to go to from the edge of B to C to D because I could not find a single civilian in any of those areas for some reason. They didn't make a sound. I didn't see any. So yeah. So I say Super Broly is like above all of the ones you just mentioned because he starts a level above everybody, 2 levels above survivors, and 1 level above everybody else. So you know.
Alright, well, keep in mind we're only talking about the level 4 specifically for this one. So alright, speaking of level 4s, we got a sort of double back here. Fused Zamasu and Corrupted Zamasu. The only real difference is that Corrupted has a slightly different toolkit, but other than that, they're the same, so we'll kind of just lob them together. This is probably the rarest level 4 in the game, because most Goku Blacks just win at level 2 or 3.
Oh yeah. Yes.
So Fused Zamasu, he has a very bullshitty break strike that just makes him completely immune to all non-melee damage, which good fucking luck trying to melee this guy, even as Vegeta.
Also works on stuns, because for some reasons projectile stuns, not any other stuns, projectile stuns are considered key blast by this break strike. So good luck stunning him while he's has the aura on him.
Yeah, and he's got another break strike, which just like Goku Black can combo into literally everything. He's got an insanely fast recharging super attack that does a bajillion damage, that being Blades of Judgment. He's got probably one of the worst super attacks in the entire game, that being the bird. I forget what it's called, but you know what I'm talking about.
It's lightning of the absolution. The thing is, it's nice passive to make it out to be. It's just people are using it as a generic, as another like Unga Munga key blast. It's a mean super. How you're supposed to use it is to get people off FTM while you work on it, because nobody's gonna be able to get in on it while it's in effect. So yeah. Or you can also use it. You can also use it to keep people out in a specific area locked in while you work on FTM or while you go in for the kill. So yeah.
Yeah, I was always like that until one day I got hit by it and I looked at the damage and I was like, wait a minute, this just counts as a normal attack by him. This doesn't kill me instantly like every other super powerful attack. And then I gained so much confidence after that.
Yeah, but the thing is, you're getting hit by that will also be getting hit by Fused Zamasu. So is it really worth it?
Yeah.
Yeah. One STM? Yeah.
Alright, well, he's also got a really good dash, like, at every fucking level of Goku Black. I think this is the only Raider in the game that has, like, a dash at all 4 levels.
Yeah, all of them unique, or slightly unique, so.
Yeah, his generic Ki Blast, while being a little inconsistent, because, like, sometimes you can mow them down easily, and other times they just simply fly, even with Saiyan Savagery, and sometimes it just won't land. I don't know what I'm doing wrong, but, like, sometimes people with Trained by an Angel get hit, and sometimes people with Saiyan Savagery dodge it. Like, not dodge, just move. I don't know what's up with that hit detection. I don't know what I personally am doing wrong, but...
Okay, so the thing you're probably doing wrong is you're not moving zigzagging left and right to catch them off guard. Because the thing about Fused Zamasu regular one, you can move while Ki blasting and still Ki blast. Like, he usually does a T-pose. He usually does a T-pose, or the cross-pose as it were. And you can shoot them while moving, so you can catch them off guard like that. Another thing is, it's very easy to dodge if you know what to expect, and if you know they're not like moving left and right. So even with Saiyan Savage, if you're far away enough, you can dodge it. But another thing is you need to get it closer, because from a certain distance, it's impossible to hit them. So,
well, naturally. But other than the kind of inconsistent hit detection, the damage is absolutely just genuinely unfair. Like, I did a test with Romani just a couple days ago because we wanted to see, because, like, there was this one dude who did a weird tech option as Goku Black, and I was like, was that real or was he lag switching? We tried it, conclusion, he was lag switching. But anyway, and while we were there, we're like, hey, let me just test, like, everything else about him while we're still here, and I just did generic Ki Blasts, and, like, I was like, what the fuck, I've never noticed 2 Ki Blasts can make your level 3 go from 100% to 10%. 2. Click the button twice. That's it.
Nice.
Absolutely
also, Goku Black when he's lag switching, I've never seen that happen in season 5. When I spent like the entire season genocide and the regular Zamasu, and then stage 1 Zamasu with triple stuns and melee supers. Got to a point where it got to a point where they had to lag switch to survive me. They got so fed up, they had to lag switch to survive me. Me with 3 stuns and super, by the way, back in those days. Now, right, people say, "Oh, you use super now." I'm like, "Oh, yeah, really? Oh, really? Look at all my video back in season 5 and tell me I'm using it right now." All the Zamasu Sushimi I did with Burning Slash. Yeah. Right.
Yeah, I'm gonna be straight up with you. I'd be more surprised if I ever ran into a Goku Black that wasn't lag switching. It's always Goku Blacks specifically, and I cannot even begin to fathom why. But anyway, Fused Zamasu specifically, not Corrupted. Where would you put him? I'm thinking. Well, actually, he does have one major weakness. He has a lot less health. A lot less.
He's very squishy, yeah.
Surprisingly.
I've like wiped out like an entire lobby and I goof around too much and I'm like, oh, my SP is half what? Oh my, these they're actually killing me. I'm like, oh well, I need to take them seriously, but yeah, he can be like, if you fuse him out, so don't move around for too much because you're gonna die. You're gonna die.
One time I became fused just to like refill my health because I was only like 20% left, and like this dude who got Vegeta, I'm pretty sure he had You're All Gonna Pay because like 3 people are dead, so he had 3 souls, so like naturally his damage is gonna be high. He only hit me like 3 times and 20% of my health was gone. I shit a brick.
Yeah, not gonna lie, Vegeta does absorb damage to Zamasu because he's very squishy, so aside from the lack of HP, so...
Yeah, it's fair though, like I think it's fair because Zamasu is so comedically difficult to get close to because he does such insane damage and he has double break strikes and one of those break strikes makes him invincible essentially. So like Vegeta doing as much damage as he does, I think that's perfectly fair and balanced, honestly.
Not only that, we're trained by an angel and Super Trunks, the stage 3 ST. You can literally kill Zamasu with the key blast, even if you're throwing like absorb damage reduction, damage debuffs. So yeah.
All right, so regular before we talk about corrupt, where would you put him?
Yeah, I say given its difficulty, I say like B or A, somewhere around like below Super Broly, but then B like below like.
I think he's better than Golden Frieza, so I think he should go at the bottom of A.
Yeah.
Now, as for Corrupted, he's almost exactly the same. The only difference is that his second break strike now has a bigger range. His dash has a different animation. His super attack now becomes a full power energy wave, essentially, that comes out way quicker. And Lightning of Absolution becomes something else, doesn't it?
Wait, I almost Lightning of Absolution? Wait, give me a second. I forgot to choose the quote. Hold on. Let me think of it. Your spree is over, primitive beast.
Yeah, there you go. I mean, and his Ki Blast just become Goku Black.
His Ki Blast. Yeah, so Lightning Absolute. Okay, so both his supers changed completely to do 2 different ones, which I unfortunately cannot check right now because it doesn't show me. So yeah.
Yeah.
So one is a mouth, it's a beam from his eyes or mouth, somewhere around there, and the other one I forget what. Yeah. And the other one I forget what it is. But it's a different super. It's not Lightning Absolution.
Well, aside from his supers changing and his break strike getting wider, the only real difference is now you're at half health.
Yep.
I mean, I think they're pretty much just exactly the same, realistically speaking.
Yeah. So you should put them just next to each other because the thing is, regular Zamasu is better than Corrupt because you have more HP, your Ki Blasts are better, your supers are definitely better because Lightning Absolution is infinitely better than whatever garbage he has at Corrupt because you can keep them off STM, you cannot keep them off TM with the other 2, so you know.
I've only ever been fused Corrupted Zamasu literally twice in my entire life, and once it was on purpose where I just let them wail on me because I wanted to see the animation because I had never seen it before. And the second time was against that Vegeta player who had like 3 souls, and it was just because, you know, he does so much damage, and I was like, alright, I get to finally see what his toolkit is. Oh, he's dead. Oh, I win. I played as him for like 20 seconds.
I've like done it like for like 5 times maybe. Most of them have been just me goofing around too much, and just one time I let the Vegeta force me to Corrupt just so I could flex on them to show them how powerless they are against me. So
that's a flex and a half, but alright, so next up we got the other monkey, Baby Monkey.
Yes, Bob Monkey.
Alright, so he's literally copy and paste the same as Vegeta in every single way, shape, and form with only 2 differences. 1, he takes damage no matter where you hit him, and 2, if he killed anyone before this, he can call his slaves. If he kills anyone as 8, he does not get them as slaves, so it's just whatever you already had.
Well, unless you already infected prior and you didn't finish them off, then you still get slave, but that's assuming you don't kill them immediately, so yeah.
Yeah, if you didn't finish them off even once at any previous level, then they just die, and that's it.
Yeah.
Other than that, he's exactly the same. He even has the exact same supers. Like, we forgot to talk about with Vegeta, but it doesn't even matter, because, I mean, it's fucking A. But if you clicked on this video and you're watching this right now, you already know. You know what these things are. You know what a giant is.
Super Mouth Cannon, which is 60 seconds, and I'll eradicate you all in one one fell swoop, which is 45 seconds. So yeah, it's the same thing.
It's copy and paste the exact same in every way,
Yeah.
shape, and form. So,
The only difference is the name for Vegeta's one is called One and One Won't Save You. So that's the only difference. Same thing.
Like, objectively speaking, Baby should be a tiny bit better just because he might have an active skill active, and it's debatably easier to get. I know we're not judging
His K-Blasts are faster. His K-Blasts are a lot faster. Yes, they are.
Huh.
They are a lot faster, and they're the same type. It's just recolored, reskinned. Which, by the way, James, what's the recolor for Super Saiyan 4 Kamehameha? If you could do it for Bob, why couldn't you do it? If you could do it for Bob, why couldn't you do it for? Oh right, the indie devs cannot do it. And X Twitter fucking
Fred, you gotta
chills.
understand, you're a small indie company. You can't expect them to have that many resources.
Yeah. Reskin, and meanwhile Bob has his reskin, and don't get me started on the other reskin type now. Anyways.
Alright, so, like, do you think he's better or worse than Vegeta Grade A?
He's better.
Alright,
Takes
you
less
think-
damage than that.
you
Taking
think
less
he's-
damage from everywhere. Go for
You
it.
think he's better because his key blasts are slightly faster? I think Vegeta's better because Vegeta's more resistant to stuns and can only take damage in one specific area. Meaning in a 1v1, he's not taking any damage at all, period.
The thing about Vegeta is he may only take damage in one area, but he's very vulnerable. Like, takes a lot of damage. Even from takes 2 bunch of pants to just break his tail armor. So Bob takes literally next to damage in all areas before you hit him. Maybe the head's the only way that might him take. I don't know. I have to test at some point, but yeah.
I'm gonna argue and say that Vegeta is slightly better because with Vegeta they spawn in a new item in every crate, that being Yoshirobe's Katana, which like 9 times out of 10 players are just gonna chuck it and be like, we're probably not even gonna reach that phase, so why bother? So they waste their time, it wastes the loot pool, and like even the very like 1 in a million games when someone does use it, it's so fucking easy to telegraph and see that it's coming. So easy.
Oh really? Oh really?
It is.
Oh really? You never died to this apparently.
I
Also,
have
you
never
never
died
killed-
to it, no. I've never even come
I
close
have.
to dying as a, well,
I have. Because someone trampoline and used it and just kept trampoline and using on me as I didn't even know that I was busy finding anybody else, so you know.
I was about to say I've never even come close to dying as Vegeta, and I was like, well, no, that's technically not true. There was the first time I ever met Porkino. If you want to see what happened, check out his channel, where they got me down to like 40% health, and I became Ape, and I was like, okay, I gotta focus on this time machine, this shit's almost done. And they like just kept coming at me with barrage and everything, and I was like, no, wait, one more second, got it, jump, and then I just jumped around, and I just started just jump spamming until their things like got low, and then I just used the stomp and knocked them all out. Yeah.
Another thing about Giants, all Giants, including Orange Piccolo, they had like the best and fastest and strongest bunny hop in the game, better than any other survivor. And
Alright, so overall C tier for Baby Ape. Definitely
yeah,
C
see,
tier.
yeah.
Okay. Next
Up to you
up-
what you want to put him before or after, like Vegeta after you.
I
They're
personally
basically the
think,
same.
I personally think, since we're not considering what it takes to get to them, I personally think that Vegeta is just slightly better just because he's more defensively orientated, whereas with Baby he's more offensive. But with Baby you also have to keep in mind what makes him better, that being the minions, is a bit more RNG based, because it's like, depends on how bad the team is. If the team is awful and you're doing better, it's like, yeah, he's better, but like in that situation you were probably going to win anyway, so it's like the embodiment of win more, win harder, you know? Whereas with Vegeta, he's more defensive, and you might have actually needed that in order to win, you know?
Yeah.
Alright, next is the Gamas, and we are not including Magenta here. He's going in the Cell Match tier at the very bottom, because he does not count as a level 4.
He belongs in his whole tier. His whole Magenta Max tier. So,
Yeah, he belongs in the Cell Match tier.
Yeah.
The best thing about Magenta is that after his buff, you only have to play him for actually 3 seconds.
Another thing about Magenta, he's the only raider. Let me find it here. Hold up. He's the only raider with a. This one. Where is it? He's the only raider with a stun, anti-stun, stun resist passive. So yeah.
Which is very
Anyway,
good.
sorry. Yeah.
Alright, so
Yeah, it says it here.
4.
It says effects from solar flare or other action restriction skills will be reduced. So it's his Red Ribbon Army tech. Yeah, it's a tech.
It's a tech.
Yeah.
Anyway, the true level 4, Cell Max. Come on, get up there in the Z tier, you little... Why won't you get up in the Z tier? He's like fighting it. Oh god, okay, I gotta scroll up a bit. I gotta break the camera for a second. Sorry, camera. There we go. And there we go. Back to where it was, I believe. Good enough. So yeah, top of Z tier, probably the best level 4 in the game. Is it even a contest?
So, about him, he has, let's see, a max barrier, which is basically perfect cell barrier but bigger. He has max cannon, which is a key blast type that goes forward. He has a dash, which is 30 seconds, which we upgraded. It's probably like 28 or something.
I think it's
His passive is a lone weakness, which reduces all damage except that dealt to the head. Does not apply to attack from Orange Piccolo Giant. Damage reduction will be further reduced when the knockback gauge remains. If the knockback gauge is 0, you will drop your stance and temporarily lose the ability to move. It also has excessive time. The longer the amount of time is when Cell Max is activated, the more HP, knockback gauge, and damage dealt to enemies increases.
That's my least favorite thing about him, that he encourages the Gammas to keyhold and be a-holes and hold the game hostage, because the longer it takes...
not only that, he has 2 dashes, by the way. 2 dashes. One that's 30 seconds that's inactive, and another which is max charge, which is 15 seconds.
Max charge is bonkers. I've killed so many Orange Piccolos because of it.
Yeah, he also has Pure Stream, which is basically worthless in comparison to other supers, but still kind of useful if done right. So,
it's just Lightning of Absolution that goes through walls and does more damage, but is like 5 times
it doesn't really
consistent.
It doesn't really go to walls, as people say. It really doesn't. I've taken cover and I've been fine.
It says that it does, but like, I don't know. Like, I've been hit behind a wall with it before, but at the same time, there's other times where it just doesn't do anything. So I think it's just inconsistent.
It's inconsistent. They buffed it, by the way. It wasn't doing that before. No, it did it after they buffed it, but it's inconsistent as hell because Dames cannot code anything because they're worse than Bethesda somehow.
Somehow, that is true. But yeah, so Cell Max overall, toolkit wise, like you said, he's got an okay beam attack. He's got a tracking eye attack, which is honestly better for like catching other survivors that are trying to escape more than anything else. He's got the same insanely unfair AoE key blast that the other giants have. He is a giant, so all the other giants' things apply to him. He's the fastest giant, by the way. He moves the fastest out of them all.
Yeah.
He does the most damage. He has the most health out of any raider in the entire game, period.
He can also spam the key blast more than to Bob for some reason. So yeah.
Yeah, he can fire faster.
Good luck dodging it, and good luck recovering fast enough to get out of it.
Yeah, good luck. What else? The only real major downside with him is that he has to face off against the absolute best super transfer in the game, that being Orange Pickle, but Orange Pickle requires more brain cells than the average Breaker player can withstand, so that's not
only that, he spawns kilometers away from the STM, while Cell Max spawns on top of it. He can literally just instant descend down immediately, work on the STM, and even if Orange Pickle is meleeing you, you can still work on the STM while he's meleeing you. So,
that is true, yeah, because like if the Gamma's got the time machine even to 25%, game loss automatically. Like Cell Max can destroy it by the time. It kind of depends on the map. Like if it's like Waterfront, you might be able to save it, but if it's on Dark Future, you lost. You lost.
Another thing is, even if you stun him, he can just knock you back far away enough for you to not be able to use another stun, unless you use your stun. You run like the appropriate stuns, like projectile stuns only, with only Solar Flare being like the only like close range one. So
yeah.
Another thing is, I forgot. Never mind. Go ahead.
Another thing is, I have dementia, and another thing is, I forgot what I was saying. Alright, so another thing with Cell Max is that he and Z-Roller are the only raiders who have to deal with both a Super Transfer and potentially also the Dragon Balls, but there's a major fatal flaw with that. Number one, because the gamblers are encouraged to open boxes to find keys, they're way more likely to find Dragon Balls, which means the survivors are way less likely to have all of them. And even if they do get them, the level 4 against Cell Max is only going to be able to provide a minor damage buff against him, essentially, because if he decides to hard focus on that level 4, there's nothing he can do. He gets stun locked so easily. It's just an auto kill. If he decides to really go for you specifically, there is no chance you can live. None at all. So it's kind of an afterthought, really. Alright. And finally, the newest raider in the game that's actually unique. Good old Z Broly. Legendary. Here's a little something for you. I had to do it because I like that line.
Yeah. It was something I want to see. You pathetic worm.
I love
Also, I don't give mercy.
I love when people say that to me because I clap and cheer. It's like he said my name.
I got it just for you, so you know.
you paid $1 just for me. That's too kind.
$2 to be exact.
Well, as Ginyu would say, thank you kindly.
Yeah.
All right, so
there were other ones for Buuhan as well. Go for it.
All right, so Z Broly, they felt compelled to give him a buff. They felt compelled to make his Ki Blast even better at tracking, which, like, why? Why? Alright, so Z Broly has the second biggest knockback gauge in the entire game, only dwarfed by Cell Max specifically. He takes so much to knock back that realistically he's only going to get knocked back by pretty much just Goku just Goku Vanish Kicking realistically, otherwise nothing else is realistically going to happen on him. He has a shield as his break strike, which is pretty reasonable. Like, not as good as his level 2, but is reasonable. Honestly, I think his shield, break strike is actually slightly worse than Super Broly's, just because this one doesn't shoot out projectiles too.
So the thing about his level 4 is the same, slightly reskin by the way, as stage 2 Super Broly's barrier. So.
Just without the extra damage things shooting out, but
so stage 3 is the one that has stage 3 and 4 has the Ki Blast stuff. The stage 2, if you actually look at it, it's the same thing because it doesn't add damage. Yeah, super stage 2, not super stage 2. So yeah, it's same design. So again, games where's the reskin for final whatever attack and.
Alright, well, before you get into another one of your tangents here, he's got a, what's it called? A Mega Cluster, I think?
Yeah, Mega Cluster. It's basically, it's a Ki Blast that you shoot, but the thing is, unlike other Ki Blasts, anyone who gets hit by it within this change gets sent flying backwards. Also, it's 25 seconds at level 0, so if you were to upgrade it,
keep in mind, Z Broly also gets his stuff back faster if he deals damage, so it's going to be a lot faster than 25. It's realistically 12 seconds. Including it after you use it, they get hit when it explodes, so like right off the bat, that's an extra second shaved off. So, and they're being knocked back too, so if it's a 1v1, that's 3 seconds shaved off. So realistically, this thing has a base cooldown of 20 seconds, realistically. It is so fucking good, like, it gives you so much breathing room if the Goku is really brave. Yeah, he's got the not so good barrage, which
Blaster Shell, yeah. It's 18 seconds, by the way.
It recharges very fast, and it's got bad tracking and very horrible damage, but it's got a big hitbox, so it's decent for like base survivors who got past your grasp but now are out of shit or just trying to run.
Yeah, it's useful, but it's not extraordinary.
He's got a dash which is actually pretty respectable for mobility and is insane when it comes to damage, especially if you do it straight down or in a wall. Like the sheer, if you do it into a wall, you've killed them because you can just go for melee immediately and they'll be stun locked.
Yeah. Also, you can grab two survivors with it.
That's something I forgot to mention with everybody, but like this is where it's gonna matter the most. Z Broly level 4's melee is just actually unfucking fair. It is so fast, he recovers so quickly from it, and if you're against a wall, you're dead. You are dead. It also has a magnetic pull. Like, you know how level 2 Cell has like fucking magnets on his fist?
Yeah.
Well, so does Z Broly has a magnet on his chest. When he goes for a melee, you get sucked in, and then you get blasted back.
Also, an honorary mention from Monica, he discovered this accidentally. It's Gargantuan Pressure do not use Kaioken Rush or Faster Rage against his dash as soon as... do not use your dash against his unless it's Dragon Fist after the iframe, because for some reason, if you're level 4 Goku, you're stuck in the animation while he recovers, but he also loses ability to access to all his buttons except for his melee. So it's very buggy at the moment. If someone could just tell them to fix that, because unless it's Dragon Fist, you use a dash against him, if you're a regular decent, you'll be fine because, well, assuming he doesn't kill you immediately, you'll be fine because once your decent wears out, you'll recover everything, but yeah, it's buggy. So.
Yeah, there's currently that glitch in the game, which like it has never happened to me, but I've never used any of that on level 4. I've used it on level 3 and 2, and like, man, I want to commission someone to draw a sick-ass artwork of Doppel doing a Kaioken Rush punch towards level 2 Super Broly, well, Super Saiyan Broly, that's Z, you know, like him doing his dash attack with his fist. I want to see them clashing fists with that, because like that was such an epic moment. By the way, I won that clash somehow. I genuinely thought he would, but no, he's the one who got knocked back, so I laughed at that. Anyway.
Nice.
Yeah, so Z Broly's Ki Blasts. His regular Ki Blasts are actually absolutely insane. They do a shit ton of damage, they have monstrously good tracking, even trained by an angel at a distance, and you'll still get hit pretty consistently. His alt fire is honestly kind of shockingly bad, because like it stops you in place, and while it does have this big radius, it doesn't do much damage. It does less damage than a single one of his generic ones do, which, what's even the point of alt fire
Wyrm.
again?
Also, about the tracking, I remember you back in the day saying that Broly's Ki Blast tracking was so bad, as you were chasing someone out in the Sky STM, trying to get to him, and now they buffed him, and now you're like, oh, it's so unfair. Yeah, sure, Wyrm.
It was. Before that, like, he didn't deserve the buff, though. He didn't, because everything else about him was already ungodly. But, like, his tracking was genuinely awful. Like, it wasn't like...
Wyrm, the monkey's paws granted your wish. You should have been more specific.
Damn, bro, you're right. Damn, bro, you are so fucking right. I wished on the monkey's paw for his key tracking to be that. I did not fucking wish that. I never wanted this. I never wanted him to get a buff for that. I was fine with that.
Remember, the David Goss always listening. They always watching.
Fine. I was fine with that being the one and only thing about level 4 Z Broly being bad. I was genuinely okay with the only bad thing about him being that his generic attack had bad tracking. I was okay with that. And they were like, yeah, this is so bad. He's so unplayable. Let's give the strongest raider in the game a buff. Good idea. We deserve a raise.
Hey, YouTube comment section, how delicious is Wyrm salt right now after those buffs?
I hate this. I hate his buffs so much. It was so unjustified.
The salt is so delicious anyway.
Okay, anyway, he has to deal with, again, like, I don't think Goku is the best Super Transfer. Like, he's pretty good, but I don't think he's the best one just because Super Kami as a super is good, it's consistent, but I don't think it's fucking, what was Vegeta's called? What was his called? Star Blaster?
It's the same one as, hold up, let me get the transfer. It's the same one as the one that, yeah, it's base, but the thing is, it has more Ki Blast, and it has a bigger hitbox. So
like it's like Super Saiyan Goku against Z Broly. Like he ain't no
Blaster.
God. Yeah, thank you. Like he's no God Vegeta. He's no Vegito. He's no God Goku, and he's definitely no Gogeta. But like it's consistent. It's nice, but he has to deal with him. And there is a very realistic chance that you'll have to deal with Dragon Balls. Though the Dragon Ball 1 is actually not that big of a difference, though, because for some imbecilic reason, the Dragon Ball the Dragon Ball level 4 takes full damage from Z Broly, but Goku has like a 30% damage resistance.
What's the difference? You're gonna just die by Ki Blast by anyways. And dash spam and that stupid fucking Ki Blast that knocked you back kilometers away. Oh, and his supers. Let's not forget his supers.
The difference is that Goku can take like 10 more Ki Blasts than the level 4 can. That's pretty much it. Like, yeah, you're still gonna die really quickly regardless, but like, the point remains, like, he has to deal with both, which means that the developers unironically thought that this guy was as strong as Cell Max, which, like, I think that's kind of It's kind of like an apples and oranges type of thing for me, because it's like in a different way. It's not like, oh, interchangeable. No, it's apples and oranges in the sense that they're both fruit, and that's where the similarities end.
So another funny thing is, C Broly level 4 is the only level 4 who has the closest to a giant super armor without being a giant. Because it takes 2 Bancho fans to break his armor, or stun with a Bancho fan, and none of the dashes can actually break his armor. It may knock him back, but it won't break his armor, so he recovers really fast. So.
Yeah, if he decides he wants that time machine, you're gonna need your level 4, otherwise there's no getting him off it. So, okay.
You're gonna need stuns and level 4, so.
Yeah, so good old legendary Super Saiyan Broly. Where would you put him? Like, do you think he's on par with, slightly better, or slightly worse than any of the Giants?
He's better than the Giants, to be honest. He's easier to get, and he's in his brain that is it's better than the Giants. Like there's no like there's no like extra requirement. You don't start level 1. You don't start level 2. You start level 4 whenever you feel like it. So.
Yeah, he is pretty brain dead. Oh shit! I just realized we forgot someone, and honestly, he deserves to be forgotten.
Buuhan, your senpai.
There is no such thing as Buuhan. His name is Majin Buu Gohan Absorbed.
He's Super Buu 2.0 actually.
He's literally just just a better. Okay,
yeah,
so we might as well do him now since we skimmed over him. He's probably one of the most powerful raiders in the game, but he's also a lot more luck-based. He's not quite baby, like, let's go gambling luck-based, but he is way less consistent, way less, like...
So before you get salty about him and mention all your tangents and stuff, let me tell you 2 things. The other one mentioned for money about the cold, which is, you have... No, wait, hold on. Do you like chocolate flavored candy? Because I don't have that one, but... The ones I got for you this isn't fair. You're only this strong because you transform.
It is so rich.
Everyone with the stuns.
It is so fucking rich that this fucker has a line where he says this isn't fair. That is fucking rich coming from his ass.
And now you start against you every single time.
Anyway.
Also, here's another. Haha! I found you. You have 5 seconds.
I found you.
You have 5 seconds. You imbecile, watch yourself. You're lucky I'm so merciful. I shall give you 1 chance.
My favorite
Serves you right, you fool.
Whenever I'm in the lobby thing, I just wait for someone to start moving. I don't say anything. As soon as someone starts moving, I just immediately start spamming, "You little, stay still!"
Yeah, that one as well.
Right,
another one, what the? And there we go. We can continue now.
Alright, so Buuhan, he's comedically almost laughably easy to get. You can literally be level 3 for actually 10 seconds if you evolve from 2 to 3 and there's 2 civilians next to you, you get level 4 instantly. That's real fucking fair, Dims. 2 civilians? Yeah, thanks. Anyway, but that's not what we're here for, just the level 4 itself. So, he has a trap mechanic. I think he's the only raider in the game who has, like, a trap mechanic. He has Super Buu's super attack as an active skill, and it's pretty much copy and paste the same. Like, it does a shit ton of damage, has the same good tracking, it's literally the super attack as an active. Literally. He has Kid Buu's Assault Rain and Kid Buu's Vanishing Ball, but his Vanishing Ball comes out faster and you don't have to press it again, it's just immediate. His Angry Shout is slightly different because now it takes longer, but it recharges faster if you take damage, so if you're being jumped, which as a level 4 realistically shouldn't happen, but if it does, you have it back quicker. It can combo like a motherfucker. He has so much protection against Vegeta that's not even fucking fair. Like, if Vegeta's trying to be aggressive and melee you to hold you in place or whatever, literally just shoot out 1 single fucking ghost and then go for the Ill Rain. And then there you go. Like, if he goes for melee and hits you, then the ghost will hit him. If he tries to take out the ghost, the Ill Rain, then you will hit him. If he tries to dodge the Ill Rain, then you can hit him with the Vanishing Ball. It's like, he has no fucking choice. His only choice is to back up. That's his only fucking choice.
And the Goku Black. And the Goku
and which also wombo combos into everything else. He has I think he has I don't know if he has increased health, or if he just has a damage vulnerability against Vegeta. I'm not sure. I know Vegeta does more damage, But he's got. I think he.
This is wonderful. It's his passive, which increases his HP upon reaching the stage level 4.
Yeah, so he does have more. Yeah. Alright, and he has a passive key sense, which granted is a bit finicky, but he has a passive key sense. Come the fuck
so let me explain that because I have the thing on right now. There's nowhere to run, which shows the aura of enemies through obstacles within a short range of the camera's direction. For a brief amount of time, detected players will have an effect applied to their screen. Another thing is you can upgrade it, and from level 0 to level 1, 1.25% increase. So at level 20, I'm assuming this is going to be busted. Not only that, he has key tracking, which and sense of duration, which you can see enemies' auras, which again another 1% per level, which is 20% in this case at max level. So yeah.
Yep, and more yep. Let me give you an example of how insanely unfair and broken Buuhan is. Super Vegeta has the highest damage resistance of any Super Transfer. Every Super Transfer has a damage resistance, so that way they don't just die instantly, even though most of the time they do anyway. Super Vegeta has a 60% resistance. Think about that. Let that sink in for a second. 60%. Super Vegeta takes 60% less damage against Buuhan, and he can still die in like 2 combos.
And again, as I said, what's the difference between having damage reduction and not having it? You can just keep that sort of super proactive spamming to death.
Yeah, also his Ki Blasts are the same as Super Buu's, at least for the rework version, which are really good. They have tiny AoEs at the end of them too. My least favorite thing about them is that they make a loud-ass annoying explosion noise when you're nearby. Like, out of everything
it's annoying.
Out of all the bullshit about Buuhan, my least favorite thing is that his Ki Blasts make annoying sounds. That's my biggest complaint.
Same here with Gamma, with Gold Frieza, with C Broly. Oh, speaking of C Broly, we forgot to mention his one super, the Planet Geyser, which is shit if you use stupidly.
It's a little something for you, that's what it is.
But the thing is, if you use it on STM phase, you can if you anchor it right, you can hit Survivor behind the STM. Not only that, you can also use to keep them off his FT for a good few seconds. So along with quite useful. Anyway, let's go back to Buuhan.
Yeah, so
Buuhan, your senpai.
Yeah, so Buuhan is just genuinely frustrating because it's like he's luck dependent, but he's not as luck dependent in the sense that as long as he can get the ball even slightly rolling, because all he needs is 3 civs as Spopovich, 3 civs as Fat Buu, and then 2 civs as Super Buu. Alright, that's 8 civilians to reach level 8.
Or a few survivors depending on the stage, or 1 survivor in Spopovich's case. Remember Wyrm? How you fed me one of your teammates and I just got level 2 immediately. I was like, wow, I don't even have an upgrade, I'm already level 2.
Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah, like, Buuhan's so fucking broken that you don't even need to upgrade anything at all. Upgrading anything for him is overkill.
Yeah, it's overkill.
Like, Christ. Like, let me give you an example. 8 civilians to reach level 4. Think about that for 1 second. Let me compare that to someone else who evolves lightning fast from civilians alone. Do you know how many civilians, in the best optimal situation, that being Namekians not holding Dragon Balls, that Frieza needs? With maximum investment, he needs 2 at level 1, 3 at level 2, and 4 at level 3. That's 9.
Alone, yeah.
In the best situation.
Or if I just screw you over.
Yeah, and if you have the evolution thing maxed out at plus 20, he needs just 1 more. Buuhan with no investment needs 8. In fact, there's no reason to even invest in it at all. The only reason
with no investment and RNG doesn't screw you over. So
yeah, the only reason you would invest in his evolution meter is if you get a mixture between survivors and civilians, because otherwise it won't make any difference at all. Because at plus 20, you still need 3 civs for level 2, and for level 1 as well. The only difference is if you catch a survivor, because if you catch a survivor at plus 0, then you need 2 civs and a survivor, or if you have plus 20, you just need 1 civ and 1 survivor at level 2. That's the only difference. Is it worth it? Honestly, probably not. It's not that hard to find 3 civs as a level 2. It really isn't.
Even then, going for survivor is not hard either, so...
Yeah,
You have
so
Goku
overall,
but Buster keep less.
overall, Buuhan is very fucking frustrating and very unfun to face and very unfair and has so much bullshit going for him. The only thing that just, like, even remotely prevents me from saying, oh yeah, he's next to Z Broly and Z tier over here, is just the fact that the Giants exist and are basically auto win buttons. Like, don't get me wrong, Buuhan might as well be a win button, but I've beaten more Buuhans than I have Great Apes.
Yeah.
Like, do you think S tier or do you think the bottom of Z?
I honestly think put him like the thing is ignore if I know we were not gonna add this, but he's like the easiest to get level 4 more so than Ape, so you know.
That is true. He is insanely consistent with that.
And he has like busted all 4 active and 3 like passives. Like he's definitely like better than the Giants. I mean better, and to an extent better than Broly because he can just find you. Will even press a key since he doesn't have key detection, but he has like a passive key detection that doesn't have a cooldown. So you know.
Alright, like, I don't, like, me personally, I've beaten way more Buuhans than I have Apes of any kind, and more than I've beaten Cell Maxes, but, like, but when I think about it, 9 times out of 10, when I beat Buuhan, it's with the Super Time Machine. Like, I've only killed a Buuhan, like, maybe 5 times, and never once was it a solo. Never even once. Like, I've soloed Z Broly, like, 3 or 4 times. I've never once soloed Buuhan, at least not by killing him.
Broly at least doesn't have a stun that has a 15-second cooldown. His keep is actually very dodgeable if you're within a certain range, ignoring his dash that has like a magnet full build. Yeah.
Yeah.
You can with a good steed like win against Broly against Buuhan. Good luck with winning or escaping him. So.
Yeah. Alright, so let's do the review and move some stuff around as we see fit. Starting at the very bottom, we have the Cell match tier with Magenta. He's staying there.
Yeah.
D tier.
Staying in his tier.
D tier, we have nobody, so we may want to like rework something. C tier.
Ginyu.
Yeah, from bottom to top, maybe. From bottom to top, we have Cell Jr., Cell, and then Ginyu with everybody alive. So, are you happy with the placement with the Cells and Ginyu, or do you think we should like move some people around a little bit?
I say Ginyu at the bottom at the D because good luck keeping everybody alive, especially Guldo. Because people love to play Guldo, people love to kill your Guldo, but don't like kill other people's Guldo. I'm like, okay.
Fucking tell me about it. I had a match for that on my camera there. Like, look up my video, Ginyu Force Rules. Like, I had a match against a bunch of low levels, and like when I was Guldo specifically, everyone was brave as fuck, and like they wanted so hard to kill. Everybody changed just to kill me specifically. Everybody. And then the nanosecond I about to become Recoome, all of a sudden everyone's scared as shit and doesn't want to do anything for the rest of the game.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
That's funny.
Yeah.
So yeah, I said D tier because realistically speaking, unless somebody else is Ginyu, you're not gonna ever have a full team alive unless everybody's a pretty much or too much of a coward. So,
yeah, cowardice leads to defeat. Remember that, viewer. Remember that. Just fucking try. Even if you don't think you're good, even if you don't think it's gonna matter, just try. It's better than doing nothing. Anyway. Yeah. Alright, so Cell Juniors and Cell being next to each other in C tier.
He can stay there. He's not... Or B maybe, but... Yeah. C is fine.
B tier, we got from weakest to best, Kid Buu, Frieza, and Golden Frieza.
I say Kid Buu should be C to be honest, because good luck winning as Kid Buu. If like at that point, if you get Kid Buu, you already won, but you only won because you did a lot of stuff beforehand, or they fumbled so many times because crayons are delicious. But yeah.
Yeah, like 9 times out of 10, if you get Kid Buu, just like with Fuse Zamasu, 9 times if you get it, you probably already won. But like.
And the inside Buu stage, which at that point, like most Kid Buus just camp the Buu inside, good Buu inside the egg, and even if they get it out, like everybody's dead, like. So,
yeah, unless you're me and you just actively let them do whatever they want when they're in your stomach, because you know you actually want to have a fucking game, you actually want to play the fucking game, isn't that right, Sweatlords?
Yeah. It's in the right the Super Buu from China. That one time that was lagging so hard is. They camped the Buu.
I was joking. I was like, bro, are you from China? Because he was at like 999 ping. I go to his fucking Steam profile and his name's in fucking Chinese. He actually fucking. I was joking.
And not only that, he and I just had a standoff inside the booth. So he was expecting me to rage. I'm like, nope. If I had to spend 10 years here, I would spend 10 years here. You're not beating me in the game of determination, mate. And he eventually killed me by accident. So you know.
Yeah. All right, and Frieza and Golden Frieza right next to each other in B.
I say it's fine. It is fine there because maybe A, but I don't know.
Yeah, I think that's fine. All right, then A tier from worst to best. We got Corrupt Zamasu, Fuse Zamasu, and Super Broly.
Yeah, that's fine there.
Like,
Yeah.
Since we're only talking about the level 4 and not talking about their previous stages or how they got there, I'm gonna make the argument and say Super Broly deserves to be an S.
Yeah, he should. He should. Yeah.
Because like
I say
he's got a lot.
I say Corrupt should be at B because his kid is so much worse than regular Zamasu. So
Like I don't think it's like drastically worse, but it is noticeably inferior.
yeah, but remember that the average breaker player doesn't know how to use their eyes and ears, so you know.
That is painfully true. That is plus you only have half of your already low health, so that's fair.
Yeah.
All right, then S tier we have the lone man in S tier, that being Super Broly. S for Super, I guess.
Yeah.
And then Z tier from worst to best, we got Buuhan, Ape Baby, Vegeta, Ape, and Cellmax. And at the actual tippy top, we got Z Broly, which, if I'm remembering right, I know it's been a few months, so I don't know if I'm 100% remembering right. This would mean that Z Broly is the best raider as level 1, 2, 3, and 4. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, because he has literally a Gamma assist or Zamasu assist, as it were, that can actually attack and you control new attack with it. So, and it has busted stage 2 Broly's key. That's so you know. Stage 2, which I don't know why people go for level 3 and then complain they lost because they would spend too much time trying to get level 3. I'm like, anyways, but stage 2 and 3 are basically the same in terms of mostly except for like 2 things. Stage 3 stage 3 people say it was slower. It really doesn't. I've tried it, it doesn't move that much slower. Stage 2 was slower because it's designed that way. But the evasive is the key difference because stage 2 has a better evasive and stage 3 has like a decent evasive, but not. So yeah, so it's like possible stages.
The only notable difference is the fact that level 2 has a more defensive shield for his break strike, which also does a shit ton of damage. And level 3 has a movement speed buff. Other than that, the only actual difference is that one of his super attacks, well actually no, both of his super attacks take 10 seconds longer to recharge at level 2 versus 3.
Yeah.
That's pretty much
and his
it.
Key sense his freaking key sense. By the way, is 20 seconds, and you level up to 20, which people say, oh, it's not worth it. Like, dude, those 2 seconds with the reduction of doing damage it will save you a lot of and damage taken and received. By the way, will save you like for an expert player that's very useful. For an average or career manager, hello Zelda. Anyway, it will not make much of a difference.
Getting called out. So yeah, like funny enough, I made the previous tier list before he got those reworks, I want to call it, because level 3 got quote unquote nerfed and his level 4 got buffed. So like, that means technically his level 2 also does more generic damage, because that means since they only reduced his generic attack and nothing else about level 3, so that means level 2's key blast spam is technically stronger now.
Also, I wasn't gonna say this, but I might as well say it because I saw a Reddit post from a certain gooner from someone complaining about Blaster Shield stage 2 Broly's barrier, saying that he answered the clip and was like, oh, you're saying that the thing that's not so great is busted? Yeah, thanks CNB for making this virtual reality. Thanks CNB.
Honestly, I feel like Z Broly was made specifically to play against them, honestly.
Yeah.
Like,
because you have no right to complain. You have no right to say anything about Z Broly being busted when you're the reason. You and all the rest of the premium are the reason why he exists, so you know.
Bitches be like, I hate Subway. My brother in Christ, you made the sandwich. That's what this is.
Yeah. You made your Benole in it.
Broly was it feels like Z Broly was made specifically with going against premates in mind. That he feels like they specifically were made just for premates.
Yeah. The thing is, every single Raider up from Super Broly and beyond have been made and tweaked over time to handle pre-maze, so you know.
Plus
and the UC nerf was because of them. So.
Plus after like once season 6 rolled around, they just decided, fuck it, let's make every Raider Goku Black.
Yep.
They reworked every single one of their super attacks to have a giant AoE. They reworked a lot of stuff
break
to
strike.
work the way. Yeah, break strike. Everybody got a break. Literally everybody got a break strike buff. I'm pretty sure Frieza actually got it twice. Like one to make more comboable and one to increase the damage it did.
Maybe I don't remember that part, but I remember they all gave everybody aside from C Broly and the newest ones about Goku Black's the animation break strike. Even Recoome, who didn't need it, by the way.
Like Recoome can't combo it, but it does it like 3 times. Okay, well, you know what? I talked about all this in my break strike tier list video. Maybe we'll do another tier list about another niche thing some other time. But we've reached almost an hour and a halfway point. This has been the level 4 tier list. Look forward to the Raiders as a whole tier list next time. Thank you for co-hosting my main man, Afraid.
Yep. Thank you for having been Afraid Buuhan #1.
Thank you. That is me. I'll happily wear that badge. Alright, we'll see you in the next one then.